Alright, so final boss LUDOCIEL just dropped on Global. In this video, I'll try to cover up everything so I don't have to, make too many videos on this. There's timestamps, and first we're going to be covering the best possible point team and strategy. Then a free-to-play alternative, and also how to farm the damn thing fast, because there's a mechanic that kind of stops you from farming fast. This is the free-to-play team, but we're going to first focus on the best possible team. So what you're going to be looking at is HP food. I would recommend using HP food for this one if you can replicate. The annoying thing about this boss is the best team requires 2 collab characters. So if you didn't play during the ReZero collab, it's really, a big barrier to entry. But like I said, this free-to-play team right here, and I call it free-to-play because they gave Brynhilde for free, they gave Galfer for free. She might as well be free. I think they also gave it for free, and this is an SR character, entirely free-to-play. Does over top 1% very easily. I am the score I got for this video, I could have got even more, was above top 1%, which is much better than what you even need. So Echidna HP defense, Galfer attack crit. This is very important because Galfer is your main damage dealer, and I'll explain when we get to the gameplay. Ram, HP defense, I didn't even have to show, and he's HP defense as well. Nothing crazy, no like interesting rolls, just regular HP defense gear with attack defense HP rolls. Sauriel link on Galfer, hopefully also you have Sauriel with attack gear as well. And then the other links don't really matter. I put Tarma link on her because she's a little squishier. No different card sets. You could use a multitude of card sets if you want, and if the game shows me the card sets, thank you. If you want to use the increased damage for single target, I did that for the free-to-play team. And also this one where you heal 2% of HP every time you're hit, that's also a good one. I didn't really need any card sets. And then for the multipliers, these are the multipliers, the highest points possible, because we actually do want to use food. So let's show the gameplay and show the strategy. So the quirky thing about this boss is that the first phase is very annoying, and the second phase is not so bad. So what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be wasting the cards that you see on screen. What you're looking for is killing Margaret without having her drop under 50%. It's very important. So, and for that to happen, you need to deal with these orbs. The left orb, left of you, makes Margaret super tanky, and the right orb makes her hit hard. So what you need to do is kill at least the left orb, if not both, at the same time here, and then focus on Margaret. The deal with these orbs is that on the first turn, as you saw here, they have like a gray buff that makes them super tanky. For one turn, you just cannot damage them. You just cannot damage them. There's no other gimmick. You just physically can't damage them. And on the second turn, as you see, they're very squishy. You can just kill them with a level 1 AoE card. And now, this is where the attack crit Galfer matters, because we're going to go in and do a bunch of damage, and then the attack, Holy Relic procs, and then we attack again and kill her. This took a few attempts. I'm not gonna lie. This took a few attempts, and it will take a few attempts because you just kind of begging for perfect RNG. It doesn't have to be on the second turn immediately. If you can wait 3 turns. You just don't want the orbs to come back, and then you can kill her, but you don't want to drop her under 50% and make her full heal. You have to drop her to 60% and then kill. Now the second phase, the difference here is that the orbs are 2 turn lasting, and what you're looking for is Ram cards. Unfortunately, in this one I got a bit unlucky and I didn't get as many. Ram is your point maker, because the way you make points in the second phase is removing stands and using her AoE card on buffed enemies. Every time you use her AoE card, you get 120 points. So you want to use the AoE card 6 times in a run at the very least. Unfortunately, I got very unlucky, and you see I only get to do it 2 times or 3 times. So unfortunately, that's how it went. You see they buffed themselves in the second turn here with attack related stat buff. Then I only had 2 cards, so I popped them out, but ideally, if RNG is on your side, you have more. And you saw right here, 120 points, 40 times 3, and you get to do this, I don't know, 6 more times. It will depend on how many points you actually want. From here, LUDOCIEL puts up a stance, and you just remove the stance with Ram. Simple as that, right? Very simple. That's also big points. And here's where you can go for more points. You could continue this. So right here, I'm just gonna remove his stance, and then I'm gonna AoE with Ram, again, for the 120 points. This is gonna kill the orbs. You have 2 choices from here. Either you can kill him, or you can continue. If you kill him, it's because you think you can't continue. I looked at my cards and was like, I can't continue. I have no Ram cards. I can't remove his stance next time. For big points, like over 8,000 points, what you have to do is get really lucky and get more stance removal cards so that you can do this again. The cycle of removing his stance. He's going to put the stance again, and then you wait a little bit. You wait for the orbs to come back, and then you take it off again. And then you do this like at least 1 more time, and that would be big points. I saw that I didn't have any stance removal, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll just kill him. But if I really wanted to go for over like 7,000-8,000 points, that's what I should have done. So right here, I got 6.1k points. That's like, at the time that I recorded this, the gameplay, it will stop almost 100. Like the guy at 100 had like 6.2. So I was almost up 100. And you know, again, if I could have kept going for RNG, that would have been like a top 10 score for this run here. That's the strategy, and it's I hope we can follow the strategy here. It's not so difficult like other final bosses. It's pretty simple, but let's get to the free-to-play gameplay. All right, so we looked over the pay-to-win team right here with the 2 collab characters. How about the free-to-play team? So free-to-play team, either you can go with attack food or crit chance food. The reason why you'd want to go with crit chance food is because Brynhildr is really annoying, and she really decides to not crit at all when she feels like it. So Brynhildr was a character that was just given out for free during the celebration. I think you can still get her, I'm not sure. Liz, I don't know if they ever gave her for free, I think so. Galfer was given out for free during anniversary, and if you start an account after anniversary, they just give it to you and buy those free summons. The only excuse for you not to have him is because you didn't log in. Be like that. And this is an SR character. I guess you can replace Gaffer with Festival Gaffer, but the rank ups are really, really nice. Card set, I use the card set that increases single target damage just because Brynhildr was really pissing me off by not critting, so I put it on. But you can actually do this with no card set necessary, but this card set is very accessible, so I'd recommend it. Again, points are these. These are the multipliers, and let's get to the gameplay. Just like the other gameplay, phase 1 is really the most annoying. What you're looking for is, first, you want to save a big level 3 Liz. If you saw the first game, unless you skipped, right, the first gameplay, what you're looking for is removing stances from the LUDOCIEL boss in the second phase. And this is where Liz comes in. She has a stance removal. You just need to get the rank ups or extra copies for that. Luckily, I got a lot of rank ups this turn. That's not ideal. I would actually want to get more Brynhildr cards to be sure that I can use that for the second phase. But, you know, you get what your hand gives you, right? So, second turn here, I'm already going to go for the kill. I'm going to rank up Brynhildr to level 3. Kill the orbs with the AoE from Galfer. Because again, they're very squishy on the second turn, and if you missed out on the first gameplay, the whole deal with the orbs is that in the first turn, they can't take any damage. Second turn, they're very squishy, you just kill them, and then Margaret can actually be damaged. So, boom. And then the Brynhildr level 3 should kill if she doesn't decide to be an annoying prick and actually connects crits, which she did. Very great for you, Brynhildr. I had multiple times where she didn't crit a single time. Even though she has like 100% crit chance. Okay. So second part. Very similar to the other run. What you're really looking for is a stance removal. Unfortunately, you can't make as many points because you don't have that AoE that does double damage against buffs, but it's okay. So you're saving that level 3. The Power Strike, I don't know if the boss has like no resistance whatsoever, but Power Strike from Brynhildr, not because of this, she did no damage here because of the orb, but in general, when I use the level 3 Power Strike, when I can do damage, it does like nothing. So what you're looking for is the other card. So you want to time it pretty well. I got really unlucky here because ideally you'd want this LUDOCIEL boss to not ult on the same turn that he puts the stance on. You want him to ult the following turn. You're not gonna last very long with this team, like the Ram team. You could go for true stance removals, but here I got very lucky. He's stancing and ulting the following turn, so I was like, okay, what do I do here? And I just healed because I didn't want Liz to die. I was a little concerned about that. And then in the following turn, I just do the same strategy for the other team where I remove the stance and dish out the damage afterwards. In this turn, again, a bit unlucky that he did this because we want to use the card that does more damage per orb, and now he has no orbs, right? So we have to wait one more turn. We remove the stance. We go for the kill on the orbs. Again, they're very squishy after they get their barrier removed. And then I just waste a Bring Hither card because I know, like I said, Power Strike isn't going to do the most. So I don't even need to rank up for a level 3. I'm just going to kill the orbs. I'll do some damage, right? If she hits double crits as well. Boom. She did hit a double crit, so he did a lot of damage. Maybe only the first phase doesn't take damage from the Power Strike. I think the second phase actually does take a decent amount of damage. But this is where I was like, okay, I'm just going to end the run. I don't have any Bring Hither cards to fall back on. But you could continue. Just like the first run, if you remove LUDOCIEL's stance twice, it completes a mission. So you're going to get a little bit more points. But honestly, with this run that I had here, which wasn't perfect, I got 5 point something K points. I think just 5,000 points. 5,000 points is top 1%. It's top 1%. So if you just want the points, here you go. And you could 5.1. And you could continue. Like I said, removing LUDOCIEL's stance one more time is ideal, but not necessary. So this team is pretty accessible and does the job. You get the points and you never have to do the goddamn point grind again. Now time to grind the actual coins. And now for the fastest farming team, well, there's no one faster than Ascanor. Ascanor completely breaks the encounter. And I made a video on it because it's just hilarious. So if you watch the point part, you know the whole deal with the orbs is that you can't damage them on the first turn, or in the case of the second phase, you can't damage them until the third turn. But Ascanor completely breaks the mechanic, and he does not give a shit. I'm just gonna go in and waste these cards. You still don't want to drop Margaret under 50%, right? You don't want to drop her under 50% because then you have to deal with her full healing. And I actually am not sure if she has a thing where if she full heals, she gets more stats, but it feels like it. So you don't want her to full heal. Unfortunately, I got no fingers, but the secondary character should be a character that's strong enough to deal with Margaret the following turn. So I brought Purgatory Milieu. It doesn't have to be him. Trader Melly should be more than good enough as well. I just brought Purgatory Milieu because he is just the strongest character right now, other than Ascanor. So for the fastest team, I thought of bringing the two strongest characters. Should be a character that can do this. Unfortunately, Brynhilde is a human, so you don't get Galfer passive. So you can't do it as fast, but that should take 2 turns. And then we got a finger, which is all we need. Unfortunately, Ascanor didn't get to shine very much on this run because we didn't get as many fingers, but in a perfect run, Ascanor gets to do all the job and the secondary character just watches. But here, Milieu is actually going to finish off with LUDOCIEL. So it's pretty fast. It's pretty fast. If you don't have Purgatory Melee, use Trader Melee. Or keep somebody for Purgatory Melee because he's so good. You really want to have him. And that's it. That's the boss. There are probably other fast strategies. If anyone wants to leave one in the comments, so that other people can actually make use of them, good. But this is the fastest. I won't believe if you tell me there's a faster one than this.